manhunt that spanned from Texas all the way to Geneseo might finally be coming to a close after police say they have reason to believe a body discovered today could be that of fugitive David Clyde Morgan. Morgan, seen here, went missing almost 2 years ago in Livingston County. Atia Collins joins us now with the details. Atia.
Well, that's right, Jack. In 2018, David Clyde Morgan fled from a traffic stop after pulling a gun off officers, sparking a manhunt that is still open to this day. Now, police say a decomposed body found today in the wooded area could be his. Here along Route 20A and Route 39 in Geneseo, police say hunters have discovered a decomposed body that could be David Morgan, a fugitive that's been on the run for nearly 2 years.
I mean, just in the last month and a half, we had tips up in Canada where we sent resources to Ontario, Canada, and out west to St. Louis, Missouri. So we have never stopped looking for David Clyde Morgan. So if it does turn out to be him, it's going to be, just great news for the investigators. They can close the case out.
Morgan hasn't been seen since a traffic stop in July of 2018, seen here in dash cam footage.
Shots fired. He pointed right at me.
Right when there was shots fired. 073.
Into the cornfield. I can't see the male.
Morgan was on the run from North Carolina, where he was on probation. Police say during the stop, he pointed a gun at an officer, then fled into nearby woods, leading to a manhunt.
If it is, and I do stress if it is, that it most likely he got through our perimeter prior to it being set up. It would have been a dead sprint down. This was heavy corn, if you remember, at that time. Then down over the hill, down over 20A, and then continued down through the wooded area.
The manhunt lasting days. Morgan's girlfriend, who was arrested during the traffic stop, told police that Morgan mentioned wanting to go out, quote, Bonnie and Clyde style, and a secondary search was started in an effort to recover Morgan's body. The remains found today in a heavily wooded area could be the end to that search.
We cannot say with 100% certainty that this is David Clyde Morgan, but there are things on scene that lead us to believe that, but we'll need to work through the medical examiner's office for DNA confirmation or dental confirmation.
Now, investigators say that evidence they found close to the scene and just how close the body was to the original search area is leading them to believe that this could be David Morgan's.
Atia, we don't have concrete confirmation quite yet that this is Morgan, but what happens now?
Well, they're still going to continue the case just as any other missing person body found. They said that they have contacted Morgan's family just in case the body does turn out to be his, but as of now, they're waiting for either that dental or DNA confirmation.
All right, Atia Collins reporting. Atia, thank you.